Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today for our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, we have the beautiful little Special Days little book. It's filled with all kinds of fantastic images. I'm going to show you lots more. And this is our giveaway card for this episode. This little Sending Smiles little flip out flap card. It's so fun and easy to make, and as I said, this is our giveaway card, so stick around. You'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, Little Book of Special Days. You're getting 120 pages, 20 different designs. All right, so let's take a look. This cute little tea party theme. I love the blue and white china and the little honey dipper. So cute. And I think if I'm doing my math right, you get 6 of each of these. Yes, you do. Right, the beautiful purple on purple butterflies. Very nice. There's lots of Father's Day. Excuse me, there's lots of Father's Day happening with this one. And then more Father's Day. Great for birthdays. Cute little couple there with their little heart. And then this is a cool one for Father's Day as well. And then, oh, we've got the Highland cows. And then after this, a larger version of the Highland cows. Cute little balloons. This matches the birthday cake one. I'm going to show you how I worked those in together. Very cute for graduation. These little critters are adorable. And there we go. Now I was looking at this one and I thought this must be for your like new license or something. I'm not sure. It says nice one and then there's L's on it. Is that for license? I think it might be. Let me know in the comments what you think this one is for. I think it'd be great for a license if that's what the case is. All right, so cute with the bunny. Great for next Easter. Look at the beautiful little birds. They're so cute. I have a card featuring these guys. Great for new home. You know, somebody who just bought a new home, that'd be great for them. Even just moving into anywhere new. All right, and the cute little Noah's Ark. And then the house that was on the giveaway card I showed you at the opening. Really cute greenhouse. And then look at that beautiful car, like for a wedding, anniversary, special day. Beautiful wedding for the brides. Geez, this would be really beautiful for like a shower card. All right, we've got through them all. All right, so let's go back to this one of the Father's Day ones. And I just wanted to show you just a really simple card that you can do quickly. You can mass produce this one because you've got 6 of these. So for this one, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. And I've added 2 matte, this cute little book page, some Cheery Glamorous Gold cardstock. All right, so just cut a large mat for that. As you can see, I left a little bit of the white edge for the card. Went ahead and added the beautiful little topper here. Now, because these toppers are pretty thin paper, there's a couple of different ways that you can glue these down. You could use any one of the glues that we sell. You could use a glue press, all right? Which is really nice, puts out a very thin line of glue. You could use the little mini glue bottles, and we like to fill that with Cosmic Shimmer glue. And then you could also use a variety of the double stick tapes. But what you don't want to do is just add big dots or globs of glue on the back of this, because when you put it down, you will see, you know, if you do your normal little squiggle of glue on here, you will see that through this paper, okay? So that's just a handy thing. Also, when you're gluing this paper, which tends to be pretty slick on the back, okay, and you're gluing it to the cardstock, which is, excuse me, which is not porous, then it could just peel right off. So you want to use something that's got a little bit more tooth to it so that it's going to stick. All right, so for Dazzle stickers, we love personalizing cards, especially for Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays. And by personalizing, I mean you can add these family and friends Dazzle stickers. So we've got dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, granddaughter, niece, nephew, friend, just all kinds of things to add. So of course we added dad here, and then to add a little bit more sparkle on these stars that are placed here, we have got a pack of 2, which I didn't take them out of here, of these star Dazzle stickers, and there's both gold and silver here. See this? There we go. And I just like using a little pokey tool on these. Usually for our little round stickers, we just have you guys use like a little jewel picker, but when they have points on them like stars, using a little pokey tool is the best thing to remove those. So yeah, you could make a whole bunch of these, and I think they're just really great too. So it doesn't have to be for Father's Day. This could very easily be for a happy birthday, and I think you get a lot of use out of this one. All right, so the next one, this was our giveaway card in the opening, you guys. So let me first tell you about that, and then I'll tell you about how I put it together. So we love giving away cards on our Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays webisodes. And to participate in that, all you have to do is hop on over to our Paper Wishes YouTube channel if you're watching elsewhere, like our Paper Wishes webisode on paperwishes.com. And then we ask that you subscribe to our channel, and then like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one of those comments by saying, congratulations, YouTube username blank. All right, so you've got to know your YouTube username. That's how we identify you. We don't know your real name or your email address. And then we give you instructions on how for that one winner with that one YouTube username to claim their card. And then you just follow those instructions and we'll send it to you in a little happy mail. We do that 3 times a week, so it would be really great if you participate in that. So for this one, I've got a 5x5 card, all right? And then I cut one of these cards. Actually, I have 2 5x5 cards. I've got to grab my ruler, which was too far away. So I started off with a 5x5 card. We're going to open this up, and then I cut this first 5x5 card. We just cut it at an angle, okay? So the card front, you're going to cut from the top left to the bottom right corner. And then, you know, using a paper trimmer is really nice for this, or you could just use a ruler and then cut it. Once that's done, cover that with some beautiful little paper, which is one of my favorites, gingham #1, and it comes in all these great colors, primary colors, and then we've also got black and purple, blue, green, yellow, red and yellow, and it's got a tiny micro dot on one side, and then on the other side it's got a larger print. Did I say dot? Gingham. So, so what I did was I covered the front with the mini gingham, micro gingham, and then I covered the inside back here with the larger print in a navy blue gingham. All right, so that part of the card was done, and then this is a whole nother card right here, and I cut that second 5x5 card down to 4.5 inches square. All right, and then on the card front, I added real red brushed diamond papers. You're getting 4 sheets in this pack, and it's beautiful, double-sided. It's not cardstock, but it's paper, which is great for mailing. You don't want the weight of the cardstock, and it's got this gorgeous shimmer to it. Really beautiful stuff. And so then I just cut this little house down, so cute, and I just cut it to 4 inches square, and then I matted it with some of that red brushed diamond paper and glued it to the card front. I added Sending Smiles, which is one of my favorite collections of Dazzle reading stickers, and it comes in one pack with all these different colors in it. I used the black ones, and then I also added some little red jewel butterfly stickers. So cute with the little butterflies. And then look inside the windows. I added some tiny red Jewel Dazzle stickers. So cute. And then over here added some more of the cute little butterflies. This little triangle I just cut from the corner of the paper because I just wanted to have something on this side of it and I didn't want to cover the whole thing. All right, and then when we open this up, I took another little scrap of this red gingham paper and glued it here. This part of this photo, or this image, is cut from, see, I cut this one down. It's cut from this piece right here. And I took some more of that diamond paper and I matted it, and then I just glued it right over the inside of the card to make a little pocket. So cute. And then added some red jewel border dazzle stickers, added them here, added another little triangle to decorate the top, and then also along the edge here. So that when you fold this all up, it goes just like this. This is a really, really easy card to do, but it looks more complicated. So when you have this card done right here, then I glued it to the inside back so that you would have this little blue gingham border around it. So you have one card glued inside of another card. That's how that's done. So yeah, I hope you participate. We would love to give this card away to one of our viewers. All right, so I've got another one for you guys. Looking, here we go. This is a 5 by 6.5 inch birthday card. So fun. Look at the cake. When you open this up, it's got the balloons. This one is super easy as well, you guys. This is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. And then on the card front here, I just cut away 2.5 inches from the front flap. You can see right here, this is the front flap, and I just cut that away. And then I took this piece right here, this adorable little page from the book, and I matted that with some solid blue cardstock. This is from Songbird's cardstock. You could use any kind of solid blue. We have many paper packs with blue in them. Frankly, this is the one that was sitting on my desk, and the blue matched really well. So then once I did that, actually it's a good idea before I did that to add these teal Jewel Dazzle stickers along the top and bottom edge, because then you can trim them once you put them right here. You can trim them easily. Put them on the blue cardstock, set this aside. Now we're going to cover the front panel here with Dotted Duos number 2 paper pack. It's got a really pretty teal dot, and on one side of the paper it's got a tiny micro dot, and on the other side, I need to fix this. Every time I show it, it doesn't have the big dot on it. Here we go. And on one side, it's got the micro dot, and on the other side, it's got this really pretty large happy dot. Okay, and I used this teal color right there. So that one is taken care of, and then on the inside, it's got these beautiful navy blue dots. Went ahead and put a whole sheet of the micro dots here, just a little bit smaller than the card, and then a strip right here just to decorate the inside part of this flap. And then I used our foam tape. So we have a giant wheel of foam tape. Ooh, here we go. 150 feet or 50 yards of continuous 1/2 inch wide foam tape, and it's so handy to have. I put 2 strips of it right here on this front flap, and then I just adhered that matted panel. So nice. You can see here I added another set of those teal Jewel Dazzles here and here. So what about the balloons? Well, the balloons come from this page, and I just took my little tiny scissors and just cut these into 3 parts. Much easier to cut them out like this. And then I just went around that little tied piece at the bottom of all the balloons that we blow up. And you're just gonna go around like this. And then once you get this cut out, first thing I did is I just took a Sharpie, a black Sharpie marker, And I just drew a little swoosh line right here, and then I foam taped my balloon over the swoosh line. So it's much easier to do the little line of Sharpie first and then add your balloon instead of trying to tuck the Sharpie under there. So this was so fun to put together. I love the balloons. It's really fun that they coordinate with the cake, so definitely check that out. Oops. And I think really it would be so easy to go ahead and substitute the gingham because it also has a navy blue in this one. You could use the different colors that are in the cake without any problem at all to substitute that. And you could just glue that to be just a tiny bit shorter than this one, or you could even cut your card down a little bit. All right, so we've also got, remember this cute little birds? For this one, I made a little flap card. And I'm going to show you how to put this one together. This one I used our flip flap card cutting dies. These are it's one of my favorite cutting die sets. And then it's got all the instructions, okay, little pictures, and also written instructions on how to put it together. So before I do that, let's talk about the card base, and then I'll show you how to put together the little mechanism. So this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and I used on this one, we have a brand new Gnomes and More Gnomes patterned cardstock, which I love, but I used some of the papers that are on the opposite side for this one. We have this one, which is a blue denim, and I just cut little 1/2 inch wide strips for that one and glued it to the top and bottom. And then this one right here is a really pretty pink leaf paper. And then I just centered that right there. I did use a little bit of Prussian blue ink. I think I inked this one as well, did I? Yeah, you could add a little bit of the same one to this one. So use a little bit of the Prussian blue ink along the edges here using your favorite applicator. And then I got to work on this mechanism. So for the background cardstock, I used Poppy's 12 by 12 solid cardstock, which is so nice. It has the yellows and everything. The pink was good to go. This was a good selection. And then, of course, we've got our little Jewel Dazzle stickers right here. So these are thin line pink Dazzle stickers. Just adorable. You just peel off these tiny little thin lines and put them along here and here. I also put them here. And then the coordinating We're Together Dazzle stickers in this coordinating pink color has all these wonderful greetings for friends. Hello there. And then on the inside, missing you. I added some little pearl pastel flowers, even one on this little pull piece right here. And I did use my tiny scissors again to cut out the birds here and here and the butterflies. And there was another butterfly right here that I ended up cutting out, but when I used the second sheet to cut out the second layer, I just, that one right there. All right, so let's talk about putting this together and using this great cutting die set. So the first thing I did was take this piece right here. It has these little notches, and this is what I used for this part of the card. So I just placed that right here. But you know what? The tails were getting cut off of this and the tips of the butterfly. So when I took a second sheet of this, I went ahead and I cut the birds out with the tails. I cut out the butterfly here so that I could foam tape them right over the top and make them extend off of that, which is, you know, fun to do. So we've got this one, we'll set that aside. We've already used this one right here. This piece right here is for the yellow part right here. And on my new card base, it's going to be pink. So you die cut that. And then this piece right here is for the card pull. And I die cut that one out of white. And then these two pieces right here, you've got this one, just so cute. And then this one you could just cut out of cardstock and then put another picture right there. But remember, I went ahead and used this piece right here. Set that one aside. All right, so what we're going to do now is put the tape on this little pull, and according to the directions, after you fold this, you need to go ahead and put some tape right here on this fold. See, it's very nice, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to just slip it right through here. Here's a tip. The notch right here, the opening, it's more towards the right side, so you want it to face this direction with the notch, not this way. You want it this way. We're going to go ahead and slide that in there. And now we've got tape on this side, and we've got tape on this side. And then we're going to go ahead and put tape right here as well. But the first thing we're going to do is we need to peel off this tape. If I can find my little pokey tool, here we go. And we're going to adhere this. I'm just going along with the directions. And I used double sticky tape right here. And this is the tear tape kind, and then this is just the kind you have to kind of peel the tape off a little more difficult with a pokey tool, I think. But they both work equally well, and I'll list both of them down below in the supply list. All right, so what you're going to do with this is you want to make sure that this part right here is pushed pretty far over, okay? And I'm just following the instructions. This is where I am right here. And then I'm going to attach this right like that. Okay, so that when I pull this, that's the whole mechanism part right there. Pretty cool. The next thing we're going to do is go back to our little pokey tool, and these little strips right here, we're going to take these off. And we take this little inside piece, this one right here, and we're going to attach that right over this. Okay, so it's going to stay put like right there. See, that part, this part right here is not moving around a lot. It's this part that's moving. Now we're going to take this piece right here. This is what I went ahead and die cut from this paper. And I did put white cardstock behind it, I should mention, so that it's nice and firm, because we discussed before that this paper is kind of flimsy. So I did go ahead and glue this to some white cardstock, and then I die cut it. That was an important step I forgot to mention. All right, we're going to take this piece, we're going to put it right on the edge right there. Okay, and it just flip-flaps just like that. Super cute. See, I think it's very, when you just break the steps down, you follow the instructions here, it makes it really simple to put together. But I like to learn by example, so hopefully you can refer back to this video as well. All right, you guys, so much fun to play with all these little images. I hope I gave you lots of ideas. I'm going to dig out my cards here because I kind of buried them. So we have a fantastic money saver on this little book, and then Paulette is adding in some of the other items that I used here today, so definitely check that out. Don't forget, this is our giveaway card for this episode, so definitely participate in our giveaway. We love giving away and sharing one card for episodes on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Money saver right there. All the items are listed down below the video if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. If you're watching us over on YouTube, hi, it would be great if you would subscribe while you're there. And then also if you're looking for the link to this Paper Wishes webisode, just look below the video in the description box and you'll see a link that'll take you there. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I hope you got lots of card ideas, and I'll see you in the next one.